How to have fun, anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Woohoo!
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Here we are, folks. The most insanely efficacious, sensorial, luxurious cleansing balm in the world has landed. I don't need to tell you what it takes to put my name to a cleansing balm, and this one had one mother of a brief. The Skin Rocks Cleansing Balm is the best balm ever created, and one I would choose every single time over anything I've ever used. 5 rollercoaster years of fearless ambition, sky-high expectation, tears, triumphs, and F-bombs. No pressure then, but what a result. Undoubtedly my most anticipated product, this was by far the hardest to make. The texture and crunch that took 4 years to perfect, its ability to decimate literally everything on your face, the R in a jar scent, the paperweight-heavy hot pink glass. I mean, literally everything I adore in a cleanser has been distilled into one glorious jar, and it is absolutely spectacular. Transforming from a solid balm to a rich replenishing oil, this barrier-nourishing balm is formulated with the same innovative lipid advanced complex as the support oil to deliver supreme skin barrier support and help improve skin firmness, elasticity and hydration. There is simply nothing like it. It's £55, it's ready and waiting, and there is no dupe. Strap yourselves in, people. I'm going on tour for the first time ever, and I am so here for it, bringing our wild and wonderful Glad We Had This Chat podcast to a venue near you. Promising you an unforgettable night of unbridled honesty, unfiltered opinions, F-bombs and fearlessness. Come join me and a stellar lineup of special guests as we talk all things skincare and beauty, along with frank discussions about life's adventures, challenges, highlights and joys, with exclusive on-stage skincare demos, entertaining Q&As and a healthy dose of unscripted hilarity. This is Caroline Hirons, me, live and apparently on steroids. It's happening. Get your tickets now at carolinehirons.com and secure your spot. Welcome back to Glad We Had This Chat, and this is Listeners' Questions. Charlene White, are you ready?
I am ready.
They expect us to just be outrageous and tell them what they need to know.
Okay.
You don't have to be soft. This isn't loose. ITV
Okay.
are not watching you. Let rip. I love my parents, but they expect a lot from me and I'm feeling overwhelmed. My sister lives 2 hours away, so I'm always the one helping my parents out, compromising, bending over backwards for them. I feel like I have no time to myself anymore. How can I set boundaries without feeling like I'm letting them down?
Be busy. Okay, so it's a bit
busy.
Don't make yourself constantly available.
Don't be constantly available.
And then they'll be forced to draft in the sister that's 2 hours away.
Also, don't let the sister get away with it. I had this
It's
conversation
fine.
with my brother last week. There was this whole sketch about mums of sons versus mums of daughters. This comedian did this sketch and it was all like, mummy's little boy, oh look. And then it was like, difference with mums with daughters is, you look fat in that.
I saw exactly the same sketch. I saw it on Instagram.
And I said to him, that was mum with you. She'd be like in a bad mood or something would go wrong, or he would annoy her and she would go, I said, well, tell him, don't tell me, I'm at work. Tell Chris. And she'd go, oh no, I don't want to upset him. What the fuck am I?
You have to control. She just needs to control the situation. Don't
The
make
sister
yourself
lives 2
readily
hours away.
available.
Get that sister booked in for regular visits.
Exactly.
Right, I've had them for 3 weeks. When are you coming?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what happens. It flips.
Exactly.
You become the carers. That's
Yeah.
what happens. But you don't have to do it all on your own.
But also, I bet she's an older sister. I bet the one that lives near is an older sister. I'm the older
I'm
sister.
the oldest.
You see?
Oldest.
It's different. Only
Yeah.
older sisters can understand that.
My mum's will. I've got my brother, my stepbrother, and my stepdad, bless his heart. He was broken. He inherited everything on paper. Everything. I mean, just a normal marriage, nothing flash. It's not like with Bill Gates here. But the will should have said, Caroline will sort it.
See?
Did all of it.
Literally.
All of it. Funeral.
It's always on us.
Always. Always. Don't take it, Mila from Birmingham. I'm in my late 30s and I always imagined I'd have children by now. Life hasn't gone quite as planned. I focused on my career and had some relationships that didn't work out. And now I'm wondering if I'll ever get the chance to be a parent. I feel this deep longing to be a mum, but as the years go by, the pressure and anxiety are building and I'm scared it may never happen for me. Grace.
Wow.
It may never happen for you, Grace.
It may never happen. And if you don't feel like you want to wait for a partner to come along, there are other options.
Go get
available
yourself
to
knocked
you.
up, babes.
You could always just do that.
Just go and get pregnant.
You could, or like freeze your eggs.
Yeah.
Or,
I know, I say that flippantly. I don't want to trigger the internet into like, that's a try to get pregnant. I mean,
but
like,
also,
oh my
do you know
God.
what women are very bad at, and which I always encourage my friends to do, is to get the quality of their eggs tested.
Oh.
Just because then you know what you're working with.
Yeah.
If you know
if time's running
that
out, if we're ticking, like my cousin Vinny, if we're ticking,
exactly, you need to know that you're ticking.
then you need to freeze.
But if they're like, oh, they'll be great for like 15 years, you've got loads of them. It's like, oh, I don't feel
I
so
don't
much
need to
pressure
stress.
now.
Yeah.
I'm okay. But you don't know until you test.
So you need to go to like a specialist and first of all make sure that you're
Yeah.
okay. But you're in your late
or
30s.
also pick better partners.
Well, you're in your late 30s. I would say to you, as someone who doesn't know you but wishes you the best, crack on, love.
Yeah. And
Just-
also, is it because you're being picky? Are you being picky while these relationships keep
There are
going?
places available and they will give you sperm.
Yeah.
If that's what you want it that badly. I know for a fact I wanted kids so badly that if I wasn't with Jim, I know I would have gone down another road. I would have done something
Yeah.
to get pregnant. I know I would have
'Cause
done.
I only
And
met-
I don't mean like trap anyone or anything like that. I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
no,
a
no,
clinic or some kind of,
But I think, so Andy and I met when I was 35, so I was a geriatric pregnancy when I became pregnant.
That's great, that, isn't it? When they told me
Yeah.
I was a geriatric, I was like, I'm 31.
Yeah, it's like,
the fuck?
brilliant. But then I wonder what I would have done, and I probably would have lowered my standards. And maybe I was being a bit picky, but,
Well,
you know,
it all worked out.
it worked out in the end.
But yeah, if you don't want to lower your standards, test tube, babe. Sure, turkey baster. Do you know what I mean?
Do people still use a turkey baster?
I'm sure there's a more eloquent way of doing it. It's just the saying, isn't it?
Old school. It's old
Old
school.
school.
Sometimes you've got to go old school.
I mean, they're quite a larger turkey baster.
They
It's not.
really
no,
are.
Get the job done.
Yeah.
Let's move on. The brain fog that comes with the menopause is really impacting my work. I find it hard to focus and I'm forgetting things I used to remember easily. I'm worried that people at work will notice. They will. It's fine. It's normal. And it's affecting my confidence. What can I do to manage this and still perform well in my job?
Find a girl gang, you understand that there's so many of us that are going through it. So you're not alone in that, but also, you know, there are ways in which you can deal with it.
HRT.
Yeah. And not be afraid. But when I sort of say girl gang, you sort of need also people around you who are also trying other things.
Yeah.
For you to realise, oh, that stuff does work.
Yeah. You need someone to be like, oh, no. I think as women, we take on a lot, as well as social media, even my age, and I'm older, I'm kind of not a late adapter of social media, but I've been around longer than social media. God, help me.
You and me both.
Oh, good God. In the good old days, the dial-up. Beep, 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 beep. Doing, doing, doing. But I think it takes a recommendation from a friend to make you go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the switch. Because you can see something and see something and see something. But until someone says, my mate, it's an analogy. My mate tried that. She loved it.
Yeah. And you also need to make sure that it is the menopause.
Yeah.
Because there are so many changes.
Brain fog.
There are so many reasons that could be happening.
Yeah. High blood sugar.
Exactly. So you almost need to go to a doctor, get a blood test and see what it is that you're working with. I think people always assume that because it's spoken about so much more now with women on TV, like us guys, or on podcasts or online, people now assume that that's the first port of call.
Yeah.
But also you need to have your bloods checked to make sure that it isn't something else, that it actually is the menopause, and then deal with it.
And also, if people at work notice, it actually doesn't matter because you're protected now.
Yes, you are protected.
I'm menopausal, bitch. I can stab you and get off. Don't fuck with me.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that's absolutely true. I just always have to put a disclaimer in just in case someone thinks that
Sorry,
Caroline's
yes,
being serious.
I'd like to put a disclaimer in here. Charlene White has absolutely no conversation with me. It's fine. Okay, as I'm getting older, I'm finding it hard to accept my changing appearance. I know aging is natural, but I feel really self-conscious about my wrinkles and weight gain. How can I embrace my age and feel confident in my own skin?
Oh my gosh, isn't that what all of us go through?
Yeah.
I think you have to look at the reasons why you feel uncomfortable with it, and also look at what it is that you're doing about it. Is your diet what it should be? Are you low in vitamins and supplements? I definitely was. And are you being active enough?
Yep.
You know, you can't expect things change to happen when you click your fingers. We actually have to put the work in for that. And the benefits you get physically and emotionally are absolutely brilliant. But I think we get into this cycle of, which I did,
You can't
I would
see
say.
the wood for the trees.
Yeah, I think I've done it on, I think probably after each child, I think, where it's just like, I don't like how I look. my belly's really flabby, I can't lose the weight because it seems to just drop off when you're breastfeeding, and then you stop breastfeeding and then it all comes back again.
I mean,
my
Jesus, God in heaven.
And then it's like, and nothing fits me the way it is. I feel unattractive. All these things happen, and you every morning you wake up expecting a different result, having done nothing.
Yeah.
You can only have a different result when you do something about it. I wouldn't necessarily. There are still outfits I'd like to fit into, which I know don't look great on me, but I'm all right with that. I just choose a different outfit. Yeah. Like maybe I'm just older and wiser now. I'm just a bit like, maybe. I just don't care.
I think you have to prioritise what you want. If you're worried about wrinkles and weight gain, if you switch it to, I want my skin to feel better and I want to feel healthier, it's less pressure. Yeah. It's less pressure. Mm. But we are predisposed to gain weight when we're menopausal. It's what happens.
Yeah, and just generally with age.
And
it
having
happens
kids,
to men and women.
Yeah, men put it all around their middle.
Yeah,
bastards.
And they don't have the excuse of having given birth to.
No.
But, especially when the weight gain happens after you've had kids, we actually have a reason for that happening.
Yeah.
And the hormones are changing and all of that stuff. And sometimes, after I made changes in my life, I feel far healthier. I sleep far better, all of that stuff. Yeah. The byproducts of that is that, yes, I can fit into jeans that I couldn't do that long ago, but I'm not looking to lose weight. So I'm not looking to sort of, go around in belly tops and low slung jeans. It's just not going to happen.
God, it's not 1994. Jesus, last time I wore a crop top, I went to see Take That at Wembley Arena, and I went to the after show party and I was like, oh, hello, Robbie Williams. Nice little Levi's, crop top.
Oh, yeah.
God,
it's all full circle. I know I keep talking about the young folk. But they do love her. They love her.
Oh, yeah, no.
Showing like the belly.
Yeah.
As if to go, I'm just making sure you guys know I'm younger than you. Yes, I know.
I think it's, when my daughter wears clothes like that, I go, yes, I know you're fertile, fuck off. And I made that body, I can't match that body, okay.
Fine.
All power to you. Okay, I've recently achieved some financial success and I'm lucky to be in a position to buy a new house. My family is struggling financially and I feel conscious about discussing my achievements or plans around them. I don't want to come across as boastful or insensitive. I hate this for women. I don't want to come across as boastful or insensitive, but at the same time, I'm excited for this new chapter in my life, as you should be.
Exactly.
How can I manage my newfound wealth while being sensitive to the financial difficulties my loved ones are facing? Well, if they're your loved ones, surely they're going to be like, I'm so happy for you.
Exactly.
Well done. But not all families are like that.
No, but also, and you can't, you've worked really hard to have what you have. Yeah. And you deserve to
especially
be able
if you're all from the same family and it wasn't handed to you.
I get why that is hard. Yeah. But also, if your family care about also getting out of their financial situation, then they talk to you about the best way that they can remedy that situation themselves. You don't want to put yourself financially insecure by helping them out. You've worked to become financially secure. Enjoy that. And who knows, you've got this house that, they can come around and have a little bite to eat in your cozy little house, but they should never be jealous of you.
No, or resentful that you've got it. And that if they love you,
they'll be really happy.
I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
I've recently returned to work after maternity leave and I'm struggling to adjust to the demands of my job while caring for my baby. I feel like I'm doing a mediocre job at both work and at parenting as I can't give either my all. Does it ever get easier?
I'm sorry, I'm just looking for the partner in that question. I'm searching really, really hard for the partner in that question. I mean, she may not have one.
I feel like she probably does. Yeah. We all did the same.
So it's a bit like, I'm sorry.
Doesn't compute.
If you're not a single parent, then your partner should be helping to carry the load. And one thing I always sort of say to women when they're sort of on the hunt for potential sperm donors / boyfriend / husband is when you make that decision, you also need to work out what kind of father that person is going to be. If you are someone that enjoys the work that you do and hasn't got any intention of, say, staying at home and parenting full time, if they also want to work as well, they have to make sensible choices about what kind of father that person is going to be.
In character and
exactly. Are they going to be the sort of person that's going to parent alongside me? We parent together so we can both do the things that we want to do, both in our lives and in our careers. Or is this going to be the sort of parent who is going to leave me to do everything whilst working, while doing, and just leaving me by myself? Why would you consciously make that choice to have that parent in your life when you know it's going to cause you a whole leap of stress for like 18 years?
No.
So you have to make sensible choices. So if this person does have a partner, it's like, this isn't a question to be sending in to you, Caroline. This is a conversation that they need to be having with their partner. I am struggling. I am finding this hard. I need help.
We are in this together.
Exactly.
This child is not all my responsibility. If they are on their own, however, I would say, I don't do guilt. No. I've never done guilt. No. My kids see me working, and I've constantly worked. When we first got together, Jim worked. I was at home with the boys. Then by the time Daniel started, who's number 2, by the time he started school full time, I went to work full time. And then you get people to pick them up from school, and it's a hard struggle. But I don't do guilt.
I don't believe in it. I don't believe that my mum had it. And both my mum and my dad worked. And they worked about
Because I promise you one thing, I can guarantee my husband has never had one day of guilt for going to work.
Yeah, but we're really good at making ourselves feel guilty about things that we shouldn't feel guilty about. I don't feel guilty about it at all because I'm not striving for perfection. I do a job that I love, and I love being a parent. I am by no means saying that I have to be perfect at both of those things, because it's an impossibility. So I don't set myself an impossible challenge. And I think women have to stop setting themselves impossible challenges.
And stop expecting, newsflash, your kids are going to grow up and hate you and be disappointed in you the way that we all did, and they come back around.
They do.
When my kids tried to say things like, I don't know, Mum was always at work, and I did not miss a beat, and I'd go, yeah, I was, you're enjoying your fucking PlayStation.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly. It's like, when I was like, are you going out again? I don't go out that often. Are you going out? But why are you going out for dinner? But I said, when you went and hung out with Joseph on Saturday, did I sit on the doorstep and go, I can't believe that you're going to play with Joseph. Why can't you come and play with me? No, I didn't. That's because we both deserve to have friends in our lives, Alfie. And that's the way that human beings work. So no, I don't expect you to get upset because I'm going to see my friend for dinner. Otherwise, I will be sat on that doorstep on Saturday when Joseph comes and picks you up, and I will beg you to stay. Don't do that. Exactly. You're welcome, Alfie. I'm never going to be able to hear that name without singing, though. You know that, don't you? What's it all about, Alfie? Burt Bacharach, what a legend.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Life comes at you fast, which is why it's important to find some time to relax. A little you time. Enter Chumba Casino. With no download required, you can jump on anytime, anywhere for the chance to redeem some serious prizes. So treat yourself with Chumba Casino and play over 100 online casino-style games, all for free. Go to ChumbaCasino.com to collect your free welcome bonus. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
There are a few things in life that just keep on giving for $3.99 a month. A floppy fuel station sarnie, one small cup of bougie overpriced coffee? I don't think so. Or, for the same price, you could be getting a month's worth of skincare insights and know-how from yours truly. A wealth of fresh, expertly written articles on all things skincare and beauty. From our free-to-download version for essential educational content to our elevated premium experience, the Skin Rocks app will revolutionize how you shop and learn about skincare. Whether you're a novice building your first routine, an aficionado wanting deep scientific expertise, or someone looking for the inside scoop on beauty newness, it's all in one pocket-friendly place on the Skin Rocks app. With simple-to-use functions that let you filter for your personal profile, save your favourite content, and explore a vast product library with ease, it's no wonder it's called the Google of skincare. Unlock a world of incredible premium content for just $3.99 a month, $34.99 a year, or get a special discount via the podcast with code CHPOD to get £10 off your annual subscription. Okay, this or that. Are you ready?
Okay, go on.
We're quick fire.
Okay.
No pressure.
Okay.
A lot depends on this.
Okay.
Boots or Superdrug?
Superdrug.
My girl. My girl.
Because they were the ones that realised that black women spend a lot of money on hair products.
I love
They realised that before Boots
I
did.
love Superdrug for the hair section. And do you know what else Superdrug don't do? Put it in a lockbox.
They do not.
Bold eye or bold lip?
Bold eye.
Ooh, all right.
I don't like a bold
eye.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Dewy or matte? Not for TV, normal.
I never know when dewy's going to turn to oily.
Okay,
I say matte.
I think this is a thing because I had Candice Brathwaite on here. And I said, dewy or matte? And do you know what her response was? Matte. Dead. In my coffin. Dead. No blood pumping through my body. Matte.
Yeah, because...
She's worried about being
like,
oily.
Yeah, famous people, I think can look dewy. But I always think on me, I just look like sunflower oil has been poured
The
over
whole
my
thing
face.
that you said, black don't crack,
Yeah.
is because your skin can be oily, but it also can be very, very dry.
Yes.
It's a fallacy to say that all black skin has more oil. It's just not true. But I think there might, and I've experienced it with people who come in and customers, if you think your skin's going to be oily, you will err towards the side of using powder and want to be matte.
Yes. But I can always, if I haven't drunk a lot of water the night before I'm going to put on a full face of makeup,
Yeah.
I now know that also aids me being really oily, definitely not dewy the next day.
Yeah.
So I do try and make sure that I keep up with my water intake because actually I know it has an impact on my skin.
Dew with a little glow.
Natural dew. But also I can see my nose in the corner of my eye and I swear to God I'm like oily now. That's all I can see is like,
you've got
oh
good
my God,
telly
this is
makeup.
so greasy right now.
It's not. You are totally covered. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Gloss.
Nice. AM or PM routine?
AM is shorter.
Yeah, I agree. Space NK or Sephora?
Oh. Sephora.
In the USA or here?
USA.
Yeah. Makeup brush or makeup sponge?
I'm erring towards sponge.
Are you? I don't know if we've had a sponge the whole series.
Because I'm learning how to use the sponge.
Oh, that helps.
And actually, I think because you can wet the sponge.
Yeah.
And then you put your foundation on and I find the foundation sits better when it's damp.
That's true. Ava uses a sponge and wets it and her makeup's always flawless, which is really annoying. Okay, great, fine. City break or country escape?
City break.
Shopping online or shopping in store?
In store if it's somewhere fancy. Mm-hmm. Because when it's not, I don't like it.
No, neither do I.
But the problem with online is I forget to send stuff back.
I think the problem with online is it doesn't feel like real money. Whereas if you're in a store and you have to go, here is my money, you're going to be way more like, ooh, but online you're just like, oh, I can order it, I can send it back, to your point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't buy super expensive stuff.
No.
And it will sit there like, Charlene, you need to take that back, you need to take that back, you need to take that back. And it's like, oh.
I mean, it's not like Westfield is across the road from the office, but you know.
All right, Caroline. I'm going to have to pour some cold water on me because you've burnt me pretty badly right there.
Right. Dogs or cats? You don't have to say either.
I will say I'm not a fan of...
A bird in a zoo. In a cage that you can look at and walk away.
Can I say goldfish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Sweet or savoury?
Savoury.
Salty.
I will eat the whole of a starter menu and leave the dessert menu.
Oh, any day. Any day. Heels or flats?
Heels.
Really?
But not for very long.
Yeah. Like 40 minutes.
I'll take a picture in heels.
Yeah, take a picture, post it, and then put your trainers on.
Yeah.
Shoes or bags?
I'm really getting into bags. But I think that's come with age.
Is it?
And that is actually Jill Scott, who I was in the jungle with, obviously former England player. Her fiance Shelley.
How was that? I mean, Jill Scott.
I adore that woman.
Legend.
And
Jill Scott, please come and do the pod.
She's amazing.
Oh.
And I spent a lot of time with Shelley when I came out the jungle.
Yeah.
Shelley spent a lot of time convincing me that I needed a designer bag in my life. A lot of time.
I like you, Shelley.
She went in. She was committed to convincing me I needed it in my life. It did work, and I absolutely loved it. And then I understood why. And I have bought a couple more since then. And Shelley is very, very proud of me.
Well done. Well done, Shelley. Taking one for all women everywhere. Making sure you get a decent handbag. Night in or night out?
Night out.
Really? To get away from the kids or just because you want to socialise?
Just, I want to dance.
Oh! Ooh! In the heels for 20 minutes.
No, but not do like I can't do raving all night in heels anymore.
No.
And I feel like the young people have made it acceptable to wear trainers out
They
and
have.
about.
God bless them.
So,
it's the best thing they've done.
God bless the
God
young
bless
people.
them all. Flat shoes and trainers.
And so just with like a great DJ, awesome music with the girlies, like old school R&B, old school hip hop, and just like a big night out where I don't have to go home to my children and wake up early in the morning.
Yeah. Or have me in your head saying, make sure you cleanse your face before you go to sleep.
Oh, I always cleanse my face before I go to sleep. You know, when people get, my sister's like this, I like FaceTime. And I'm like, have you still got makeup on? Oh, it was such a big night. I forgot to take it off. Oh my God. There doesn't exist a big night in the world where I will forget to take my makeup off.
No, it's coming off. If I have to crawl to that bathroom, throw up and then take it off, that's what I'm doing.
Rubbing your face and all that dirt. Oh.
No, grim. Agreed. Nando's or Waggers?
Nando's.
I know, but I just had to ask the
Extra
question.
hot.
Really?
With the X sauce and the black bottle, that on top.
You savage.
I know.
Wow, that's impressive. I can't go above a medium myself. Pathetic. Don't laugh at me, Charlene White. She's choking on her water here for those of you at home.
I mean, that's like a...
Well,
like
at least
a
I
little
didn't...
grain of spice.
Okay, at least...
And that's it.
Do you know what, yeah? At least in my defence, I didn't say, oh, lemon and herb.
Well, I'd have to walk out, so at least she didn't say
Danny,
that. But
Danny, our very pregnant producer, eats Nando's like 5 times a week and has lemon and herb. So
Danny.
Only if it's wings.
Oh my God, that's like 10 times worse. You can't do wings, lemon and herb. Oh my God.
Do you see what I have to put up with?
I'm gobsmacked right now.
I know.
Wings have to have a bit of spice in. If you're from South London, it's all about Morley's. Morley's is well seasoned, a little bit of spice in. You know, you've got
Do you
that
have a dipping
really...
sauce to cool it? Do you do a ranch or a blue cheese?
Sorry, are you not aware of wings etiquette?
Sorry, didn't want to offend you.
Dirty fingers.
Yep.
There is no dipping. It's the oil, it's the spice, it's everything, and then, you know, you just put it in your mouth and then
Boneless
you pull it
or
out.
bone?
I swear to God, I'm going to leave.
I know it's boned. I'm just making sure that you can clarify that it's...
Dare you ask me such a question?
Sorry. I know, I feel a bit like I've just...
Do I eat boneless chicken
It's like
wings?
someone has just asked me, do you own a cleanser? I get it, I get the outrage.
I mean, the fact they even exist on a menu
is a bit weird.
Disgusting to me.
Why wouldn't you go, and there's the bone?
Because also it's the joy of taking that little morsel of chicken that's still on the
And
bone.
the teeny bit at the end.
And just taking it. And...
So just to clarify,
To be
it's
fair, I
Morley's.
have like broken a couple crowns by eating that tiny bit at the end bit. I have cracked a couple crowns.
Now who's laughing?
But I keep going.
So Morley's, super hot, no dipping sauce.
No. Yeah. Morley's. I'll be a Morley's girl till I die. No dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Lots of spice.
Yeah.
I can eat like a box of wings and no chips.
Oh,
I'm
I
good with that.
don't care about the chips ever. I'm all about the protein and the wings and the chicken.
I'm good with that.
So just to go further here, because it's a very important series, obviously. When you're in the States and they bring you wings and they put blue cheese down next to it, what do you do with that? Do you get as offended as I've offended you? Or do you just take a deep breath and just ignore it?
The thing is you know, I don't like wings in the States.
Ah, interesting.
Too salty.
Really?
You know, they're the whatever that red sauce is that they cook everything in.
Yeah.
For me, ruins the taste of a wing. Because then you have to use the blue cheese dipping sauce
To get flavour.
counteract the salt. It's not for me.
Okay.
I controversially feel that the British make the best wings.
I don't think that's controversial. I love that.
Yeah, but wings are a big basket of wings on like game day in the States is a massive thing. I just don't think they do it very well.
There's a lot of things they don't do well that they think they do.
Yeah, and it's like you don't need like a bucket of salt on everything because I want to actually taste the spice.
Ranch dressing, rank. So it is everywhere. You want ranch? No, I'd like some flavour. Thank you very much.
Can you just like flavour stuff?
And the bread, bad.
I mean, I think it's a push to actually call it bread.
It's just like a mix of ingredients that looks white.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Final question. I feel like this could be contentious, but we'll see. What's your favourite sandwich?
My favourite sandwich is prawn mayo.
I'm already dead because I've got an allergy, but carry on.
And ready salted crisps. It is not unheard for
Which
me.
ready salted crisp?
Walkers.
Okay.
I mean, the questioning is...
I just want to make sure.
Okay. But it's not unusual for me to be sat in the big grown-up job at the news.
Yeah.
With me having been to Co-op.
Yeah.
Bought my prawn mayonnaise sandwich and my Walker's crisps.
Chris, I'm smiled them
And
in.
sat like talking to Tom Bradby, really big, important Tom Bradby, opening up my prawn sandwich, putting crisps in and having a conversation. Yes, Tom. No, I do completely understand. Crunch. And eating it while I'm talking to him because...
Nice. Because you can.
Because I can.
Because I am that bitch.
And there's a part of me that will forever be a child. And I love that about
prawn
myself.
cocktail and crisps. Nice.
It's a great combo. I mean, I know it will kill you, but...
I loved a prawn and a shrimp and all of that until I hit like 40 and I got an allergy out of nowhere.
But do you agree with adding crisps to a sandwich?
Of course.
Yes.
It should be the law.
Yes.
It should be the law. And I get really offended if they don't eat it and they don't squash it down. You have to squash it down. You have to get that, and you have to have the bread like poked by the crisps, and that's the whole point of it.
With a lovely proper layer of butter.
See? See?
It's perfect.
Favourite sandwich. So no one has seen that question, because obviously we're filming before we air anything. So next season I'm going to have to get a new question. But what's your favourite sandwich has caused a lot of conversation.
Oh, and what constitutes a sandwich?
And when people say that, like, they really enjoy the big posh things at Gale's, I'm like, no, you don't. That's like 2 big loaves of bread with a bit of rocket in it.
In your opinion, I'm going to throw a question to you.
I love this.
What is the elite biscuit?
Don't want to offend you, but I could live the rest of my life and never eat another biscuit.
Oh, my God.
You said you were savoury. Don't throw me under a bus.
No, but there are still elite biscuits. Mine is a custard cream.
I could do a custard cream.
So someone at work the other day was like, a bourbon. What? I mean, you eat it and you have to keep drinking water because it's so dry going down the throat.
Yeah.
They're like, no, that's the elite biscuit. It's really not.
It's really not.
At all.
I like maybe a fresh out the oven chocolate chip cookie that's kind of still a bit melty.
It's cookie, not a biscuit.
Okay, no. All right, how's this then? A pink wafer.
No, I don't think that's technically a biscuit.
I think you'll find that's where it's sold in the shops. It's in the biscuit section, Charlie.
Doesn't make it a biscuit though, Caroline.
So what else? What are my
a
options?
wafer can't be a biscuit.
So what's my...
You've got like bourbon,
boring.
hobnob.
No.
Digestive. Digestive.
No,
chocolate
boring.
digestive.
No.
Let me think. What else
What
there
about
is?
the Marks and Spencer's ones where it's like a thick layer of chocolate with a little bit of biscuit inside it and you almost break your teeth on how much chocolate
Not a
is there?
biscuit.
Well, what is it then?
So we've also got, I'm thinking of a variety box. You know when you sort of have like, is it a Garibaldi? What's it called?
They're
that
disgusting.
has like the raisins in.
Raisins
That's a
should never be...
biscuit.
Yeah, but it's disgusting.
But it is a biscuit. You've got like shortbread biscuit. That's a
Right.
biscuit. I don't like them too much. Too sugary for me. Too sugary
Right,
for me.
okay.
I can keep on going.
But none of them are biscuits that you said that I like. So I'm just going to stick with my pink wafer. Thanks very much.
Not a biscuit.
I'm going to take a picture of pink wafer in the biscuit section at Sainsbury's next time I'm in and sending it to you.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's the same like a Jaffa cake is not a biscuit.
No, that's a pudding.
Yeah.
It's also disgusting.
Wow. Also true. Yeah.
Disgusting. Well, thank you so much, because I'm very confused about what biscuit I actually like, but I'm glad we can agree that crisps in a sandwich is the way forward.
Yeah, we found unity there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlene, thank you. What a pleasure. You
Thanks,
absolute
Caroline.
nutter. Follow or subscribe now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Glad We Had This Chat is produced by Wall to Wall Media.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.